Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I don't do a lot of these videos, but please let me know in the comments down below like what kind of content you'd like to see in the near future. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tyler and I was a contestant on America's Got Talent season 14 in 2019. I will probably leave a link in the description below to that video, but if you do know who I am, then great. I also wanted to say we finally hit 71,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's just crazy to say, but I just want to thank all my subscribers, followers, supporters, and even to the people watching this video right now. It's been a long journey, but I just want to thank everyone for supporting me, the continuous support since, about 2017. That's when I started this channel. I still remember my first video. It was Despacito violin cover. I had like a little blue violin and but yeah, I just want to thank you guys for the support. With that being said, today we are doing a Q&A video, question and answer. I asked you guys to submit your questions through an Instagram and Facebook story. And if you guys want to get any updates on stuff like this, you all can follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You can get the latest updates and, maybe you can be featured in a video. Without further ado, let's answer some questions. All right, so question number one is, how about a remake of your AGT audition? That is coming soon. I am working on an album currently. I don't know when it's going to be out, so don't get your hopes up. But I am working on an AGT album where it consists of all the songs that I performed on the show. Like the audition song, everything that was on the show is going to be on the album. Including some of the songs that were performed live in Las Vegas. I just got started on it since, summer just started, and I figured summer is the best time to, get everything done. So I'm working on getting all the songs together. Again, I'm gonna produce them myself in my garage where I am currently. That's where I do a lot of my production things and recording stuff like that. I also did the cover art to my previous album Timeless. You can purchase that on my website at tylerbfmusic.com. I do all my projects in here. I don't know about an AGT remake, but I am, redoing the songs from AGT and, recording them, and they will be up sometime in the near future. The next question we have is, are you composing songs too? Are you planning to study music in college? This is a question I get a lot. Like, what do I plan on doing after high school? Do I still want to continue music? The answer is yes, I do want to further my education in music. Basically, everything I do is related to music. I couldn't see myself doing anything other than music. So that's what kind of makes it hard to think of something else besides music sometimes. I do plan on going to college for music performance. I was looking at some schools in New York. Obviously there's Juilliard, but that's, like the Harvard of music schools. But I was also looking at universities like Berklee College of Music, that's in Boston, Massachusetts, which is relatively close to New York. So there's also a Berklee in New York, but that's more of the technical side. I'd still have to do a lot more research, this being my junior year and senior year, before I go. But I'd like to venture out and meet new people, experience new things. And about the composing songs, I am composing a few different things. When I make things or when I make music, it's never planned. It's always all of a sudden. It's always random. There's no really like, oh, I have to get this done. Oh, I have to make up an idea by tomorrow. It's always just on my free time, and whether I feel like it or not, the ideas flow over time. I like to write down things before I actually play them. Yeah, I am composing things. Those will also be out, I don't know, in a long time. They're not in any way ready, but yeah. The next question is, I teach middle school orchestra. How do I keep them motivated when teaching them the basics? That is actually a really good question. I will probably take it from my experience, being a little kid learning violin. I started when I was 7, so I was still in elementary school. I would say find engaging things to do with them. I don't think you should really like sit them down and just lecture them about how to do this. It should be really hands-on, which obviously playing the violin is very hands-on. You should be really open to questions. I feel like finding fun activities to do with them. I remember when I was in school learning violin, they made us like pluck 2 strings and then stomp. It was like something, but it was like fun at the moment. You can play like little games with them, like Simon Says, pluck this string, play this note. But I would say doing something very engaging with them would be very helpful. But I guess that's all the advice I can give. I would honestly just say try your best. Okay, So this next question is not as serious, but it is, do you play Fortnite? I do play Fortnite. I play it every day. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but yeah, I do play Fortnite. This next question is a really good question. How do you measure your level of success in the music industry? I'm not really that big in the music industry myself, so I can't really answer this in depth, and it's probably not that true, but I would say measuring your level of success in the music industry, a lot of people would say it's the money that really measures your level, but I don't know. I feel like your level of artistry and your reputation and how well people respond to hearing your name, or how people react to seeing you perform, or whatever it is, I feel like it is the overall name, image, and likeness. In my case, I still have a ways to go in my mind, but you know, if someone else were to look at me and see how well I'm doing, they would say, oh, well, I want to be like him, which that's just an example. But you know, I still have goals, and I have an idea of what I want to be when I, you know, progress in this music industry. Features, big name collaborations, studio recordings, stuff like that, big stage performances. But for somebody else in my boat, they would be sitting perfect. So it's really how the person looks at it. But yeah, this was a really good question. Okay, so we're in my room now. Let's continue with these questions. The next question is, when will you come and visit us in New York City? New York City is like on the top of my list of dream places to go and visit. So I don't know, hopefully soon. I would love to go to New York one day. This next question is, would you ever want to be an orchestra conductor or teach lessons or class to someone? I don't think I could be a conductor. You know, lessons or like teaching a class, it's something I could probably do later on in life, you know, once I'm settled down. But right now, I don't think I could conduct or teach anyone, you know, as I'm still learning myself. But you know, that is something I could look into later in life. This next question, there's like 3 questions from my friend. She says, which class from sophomore year do you miss the most? I would say either Spanish or math. Spanish, you know, I think I like Spanish more, not because of the Spanish lessons, but my orchestra class too was really good. I think that was it. Who's your favorite ginger? Next is, who's your favorite math teacher? I would say Miss Wirtz, but my math teacher last year was really good, Mr. Went, but he went to some school in like, I don't know, Arizona. But yeah, Mr. Went was really chill. This next question is, what's your favorite experience during or after a performance? I've had a lot of great experiences with, you know, a lot of different performances. I can't really pinpoint one, but I would say a really monumental one would have been, you know, all the performances on AGT, you know, AGT Season 14, The Champions, and America's Got Talent Live on Stage in Vegas. You know, all of those combined were really monumental in my performing lifetime. You know, the people I met along the way, and you know, the connections I made, and you know, the exposure from that too. I don't know, I would say in general, my favorite part about performing is getting to see the audience's reactions, and you know, getting to meet them after, meeting new people and making friends. How was it when you got the golden buzzer from Simon Cowell, and how did it make you feel? I would say my initial reaction was like, I don't know, I didn't really process it at first. It was like a blur. Like I knew what had happened, but like I was just so full of emotions even before the performance. Like from the video, you could see I was already crying before I got on stage. But it was everything building up to that, and I honestly did not know that was gonna happen, and it was genuine shock. Yeah, shocked, and it was very exciting to, you know, actually get it from Simon Cowell. Yeah. This next one says, can you play any other instruments besides the violin? I tried out guitar for a little bit. That didn't really go too well. I learned like 1 song on it. I can kind of do piano, but it's like the basic chords. It's like C, G, F, A, something, some chord progression. It's like the No Woman No Cry chord progression. Yeah, I can do viola. Yeah, very similar, violin and viola. There's just no E string. I play a 5 string, so I'm technically playing a viola and violin mix. So yeah, I guess that counts. Subway Surfers high score. I'm not sure. I think it was like 100,000. I don't really play the game a lot anymore. And now I'm going to be answering some questions outside with my little brother. So I'll see you there.
Hi, this is Adam talking with my brother Tyler. What can we expect from you going forward? More singles and albums perhaps?
You can expect more albums and singles to come out in the future. I want to do some more original work, but there is an AGT album that I mentioned several times in this video. But yeah, hopefully more original work and studio quality work will come sometime in the future.
Where do you get your stimulation to create music? How do you process and organize the creative energy?
So it's kind of random. It's not really like I sit down and make music like I said before. But I kind of just make up ideas like throughout the day or throughout the week, and I kind of like write them down in my notes app. Yeah, it doesn't really like, I don't really like sit down and just do create ideas, but it's more of like a over time thing. Yeah.
What do you like to do in your free time?
That is the end of this Q&A video. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos.
Bye!